I ran 6 different challenges. The last week alone made like 5K. It's up 7.6%, but it's also doing super great. It's up close to 4%. Yeah, you can see it's up 3% or over 3%. So it's also very, very great in my opinion.
Hey guys, so I asked if you want to see another update on the FTMO project that I currently trade, and a lot of you guys wanted to see it. So of course, here is the video, and in the following I will show you the accounts, how they are performing. And you probably realized that I show one of these accounts live since like the last 2 or 3 weeks. And a lot of you guys are wondering why I do not show the best account live. I do not even show the best account live because I do not want to deceive you, do not want to trick you into buying my EA. Instead, I do not even recommend buying the EAs or single EAs at all. I say this all the time, and for me it's important to show also one account or an account consistently, the same account, to demonstrate how drawdown periods look like, how you can recover from them or not. I mean, that's also the chance that I lose the challenge publicly and I still stream it live all the time. And this is kind of the risk that I take in order to just show you realistic trading. And this is all I want to do. I want to, like, on the channel or in general, I just want to be different than all the other gurus in the internet telling you something about trading, which is just not like the real life in most cases, and they are just showing you stuff to make you buy their products, their courses, their expert advisors. And this is where I want to be different. I want to show you how real trading looks like, and I hope that I am able to do this. So if you're not happy with this, if you do not think the performance is enough, and I read all the comments, people are constantly commenting below the stream that the strategy is not profitable, etc., etc., etc. If you think so, then you probably should just leave the channel and go watch the other trading gurus instead. But if you want to have a look at realistic trading, at long-term progress, and this is my philosophy, then watch the rest of the video. I will show you some examples of real life strategies in realistic accounts, or FTMO challenge accounts, as realistic as it gets, I think. And you can get a feeling of how it looks like. So hope you like it.
So guys, now let's have a look at the actual performance of the FTMO challenges that I currently run at the same time. I run 6 different challenges, and I will talk you through these challenges now step by step. So the first one that you can see on the screen right now, this is the one that you know. This is the one that I'm live streaming every single day, and you can see it just jumped above the 101K again. And this is especially because the last week was just very, very good. If you have a look at the history here, we can see, the last week I also posted this in a community post. The last week alone made like 5K. So this was a crazy high or strong move, and it recovered a lot of the drawdown. And this is why I love automated trading. Even if you are in a drawdown, and you just have to stick to your strategy, and this is what automated trading makes so easy. So if there is a good period, and we can see this exactly if we have a look at, for example, the GBP US dollar, the market was really suffering, and wait, it's not showing all of the trades, but yeah, in this sideways period here, it was really suffering a lot. And then here, now the last few days were a really strong uptrend, and this is exactly the time when the strategy shines. We need these trendy markets to perform. And yeah, if you just trade the same strategy every single day, it's just really simple logic. If there is an edge in the long run, you will make money in the long run. And I can only speak for the past, of course, because I don't have a crystal ball to see the future. But in the past, this has worked out extremely well with this range breakout expert advisor. So I don't have to talk about this account too much because it's what you know from the live streams anyways. So let's jump to the next account, and this account is crazy. This is the best performing account right now. It's unfortunately just a 10K account, but it's up 7.6%. So it's kinda close to passing the first step of the FTMO challenge. And strategy is actually the same. There are minor differences in the GBP/US dollar. I trade a slightly different range 1 hour earlier compared to the account that I showed you before. Also in this account here, I trade with a break-even stop. So if the trades are 300 points in profit, it will move the stop loss to break even. I talked about this a lot also in other streams when I was commenting back then when I was still in Germany. So you know how this works. And the break-even stop turned out to be super helpful, especially in the sideways market that I just showed you before, and it saved a lot of the losses, a lot of the drawdown. This is why this account is right now performing a lot better than the first account, and we can have a look at the FTMO metrics later to learn more about how the USD Japanese yen and the GBP/US dollar perform. Let's have a look at the third account, which is also trading the same markets and the same strategy, but also a difference. I do not trade the same strategies, markets and settings in the same accounts because it doesn't really make sense. Here again I have a slight modification, and instead of trading with 0.5 lots as in 0.5% as in the other two accounts, in this account here, and we can also see this in history, I'm trading 0.1 lot fixed for every single trade. So of course the outcome is a bit different in this account, but it's also doing super great lately, especially because of the last week. It's up close to 4%. Then let's have a look at this account, and this is something different. I made a specific video just for this account like 1 or 2 weeks ago. This is my stock trading project where I trade different selected stock markets. I only go long when there's a range breakout after the first 1.5 hour. And also this account, it's just been doing great in the last few days. Before this there were some bad days, and it's a little bit mixed, but you can see it's up 3% or over 3%, so it's also very, very great in my opinion. And again, I can only stress this again, I'm not looking for the quick and dirty lucky punch to pass these challenges. Instead, my approach is actual trading based on analysis, based on system development, based on work that I put in before I start these projects. And this is right now I'm seeing the fruits of the work that I put in actually, and for me this is super great, and I hope that it can go on like this. Let's have a look at the next account. This is actually the only one account of all of these 6 challenges which is currently negative. It's down about 5%, and it's mainly because of the German index and the US index. Here I trade a range breakout EA where I only go long, but unfortunately in the time that I trade this account now, which is about I think 2 months now, the trades were not, or more trades were negative, or on average there were more negative trades. This is why the performance is below the starting point than positive trades. But I will of course just stick to this project. It's it can recover in the future. Drawdown periods are normal. We saw this in other accounts, and I hope it can recover. And if it does not, I mean, it's 1 out of 6, so I'm not sad if I lose one of the challenges. Of course, would be glad to pass some of the others. And then just 2 or 3 days ago, I added the gold market here with another pullback strategy. I made a separate video for this also on the YouTube channel. I just wanted to try this out in like real conditions. There were no trades yet in the gold, but I'm stoked to see this in the future. And then there's my latest project, which is my go long project in the German index and the US index. This is a strategy that I did not talk about publicly yet on the channel, and I will not explain it now, maybe in the future, but I'm not sure. And this account is also doing great. I don't really trade this for a long time actually. You can see I started this project in February, so 1 month ago roughly, and it's already up 3%. And just doing great. Actually one of the best performing accounts in this period. And that's pretty much the rough overview over my FTMO projects. And let's move away from our server here and let's have a look at the actual FTMO metrics. So you can see that these are actually all FTMO challenges. So you can see these are no trial challenges. Trial challenges are down here. These are actual challenges. So this is the realistic thing. These are the conditions that you also have with FTMO, and I traded completely automated. So no interpretation, just the bots doing work. And you can see all of the accounts here. You can of course also have a look at the logins. These are the accounts that I showed to you before. Also, these are the exact same accounts that I'm showing you for the last 4 months now on the YouTube channel. So there's no BS here on this channel. Everything is real. I can prove everything. I'm not cheating you guys. I'm not deceiving you guys. So if you want to see some actual trading, this is how it can look like if you trade automatically and if you do not over leverage. So let's have a look at some of these accounts, and let's stick to the same order that I showed you the accounts here before. So this is the 100K account that I show you in the live streams in the last days, always on the channel. And we will see now, once this is loaded, there was a bigger drawdown. And as I said, this drawdown was going on for a really long time. And the last move of this drawdown was going for like actually the whole last month. And these are the situations when, as a manual trader, you are in a really bad spot mentally, usually. And as an automated trader, I couldn't really care less, because I know there's no need for me to take action. There's nothing really I can do, and the expert advisor or the strategy will make another good move for the balance or equity when the strategy or the market conditions change and it's more in favor for the strategy again. And this is exactly what we saw in the last week, a news week, some really nice trades, some really nice moves, and it recovered pretty much all of the losses of one complete month in just one single week. And that's the strength of automated trading. Yeah, it's just based on pure logic and pure analysis, and you can just put in the work and then let the expert advisor do the job. And now I'm of course hoping that this positive trend can go on, but the recovery in the last week was just really a great sign, and it's pushing into the right direction again. Let's have a look at the overview here. Of course, none of these targets or objectives were violated yet, and still waiting for the profit target to be reached. Profit factor is not so great in this account. In other accounts, it's a lot higher. We will see this in a second. There are a lot of trades, and actually most of the losses are generated in the GBP US dollar. But this is only in this account. Let's have a look at some other account, like the second one that I showed you, which is the one that is most in profit by now, nearly 8%. This account is doing way better in GBP US dollar, and I started this a bit earlier, and also I'm using the break-even stop here. So you can see slight changes in the strategies can make a tremendous difference in the actual live performance then. And this is why I trade multiple projects at the same time right now, because I just want to have this comparison. And in some periods, one strategy might be better. In some periods, another strategy might be better. This is also a reason why I never recommend one specific strategy, because it's just not what I can do, because I don't know what works best in the future. It depends on the markets, of course, and I cannot foresee the future. And here you can see this is a perfect example of a steadily increasing balance graph. Yeah, I'm super happy with this account. It's just performing great. And we can also see this, like no objectives here are violated, of course. We can also see this here, the profit factor 1.2, which is in my opinion really good for actual life or realistic trading here in the challenge. And if we have a look at the symbols, this is what I tried to explain before. Here, GBP US dollar is doing way better than in the other account. Let's have a look at the next account, so you can see everything here is real. So this is the third one that I showed you, which is trading the range breakout with a 0.1 lot for every single trade. And yeah, you can see this had a long sideways period, and now it's recovering a bit. It was higher before, but it is at a very good spot right now. And here also we have a super great profit factor, which is close to 1.2, and here also GBP/US dollar is profitable. USD Japanese yen is also profitable. Now let's have a look at the stock trading project that I started, and it is this one here. Stock trading project is also one of my favorite projects because I believe the idea is very, very good. And so far we only had one bigger drawdown with like 2.5%, I think, or maybe 3% in total. Not sure how much it was exactly. Yeah, it was about 3% the drawdown, but right now it's recovered from all of the drawdowns, and it's also at the all-time high here. Looking at the balance, and yeah, profit factor is actually the highest in all of these accounts. I think 1.31. Super great. But of course, this strategy benefits from the very strong overall economy in the last month. All of the indices are at the all-time high, so it's no surprise that this strategy is performing great. Also objectives are all intact, and the only negative market so far is Meta, which is a little bit surprising because Meta, like if we just have a look at the stock, it was the best performing stock in this period. But unfortunately, most of the profits were made overnight. So we had great overnight gaps, and the strategy is not really designed to profit from these gaps. But yeah, this is the stock trading project. Now let's have a look at the only losing project. And this is a little bit of a bummer. But as I said, 1 out of 6, it's not really hurting me. But yeah, this is a solid drawdown. Would have been better to just turn around these trades, and the profit factor and everything, of course, is super bad. But I mean, all of the objectives are still fine, so nothing is violated because I do not over leverage here. Maximum daily loss is still at 1%, and right now is a little bit of a recovery going on, but yeah, let's see how this turns out. The main losses, the major part of the losses coming from the US index. And now let's have a look at my latest project that I just trade for like 1 month now. And this is the last one that I can show you here. And then we have all of these projects discussed. This is my Go Long project, the newest project that I didn't talk about publicly on YouTube yet. I'm trading the indices here again, and yeah, all of the objectives are of course fine. And here, this is a crazy profit factor right now. But again, I'm just trading 1 month, so this will become less, of course, in the future when there's a longer period when the overall economy goes down. But yeah, right now, super happy with this project. Highest profit factor so far, and you can see like, oh, actually, this is a little bit of a surprise to me that the US index is actually negative. I thought both were positive, but yeah, the German index is super positive, making up for the losses in the US index and even more, of course. So yeah, this is my latest project, and it's just doing super fine. So this is a little overview over the projects, the FTMO projects that I run for the last month. And yeah, I just want to keep it real here. I want to be transparent, take you on the journey, how actual trading can look like. And thanks for following along.
So I'm showing you this in the most realistic way, so you can understand what you can expect and what not. And I think this is really important. So you really need to understand that it takes a lot of time and effort to be profitable and to really figure out working strategies and everything. It's not just that easy. You cannot just buy like one single course or one single strategy and this is like the holy grail. This in most cases won't work. If you're searching for this, you are unfortunately not right here on this channel, then you should probably leave and watch the other trading gurus again. But if you're willing to invest some time and effort for the long term success, then I think I can offer some useful content for you here on the channel and teach you more about automated trading and the trading style that works for me. Since multiple years I'm profitable with trading automated programming strategies. And again, as I said in the beginning, one account just recovered from a stronger drawdown in the last week. In just 1 week, made up all the losses from the previous, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. So this is why I love the automation of trading strategies, because it takes away all the emotions, all the emotional stress, and you can just focus on the important things and on the logic behind strategies and trading.